When I think about Kaepernick and what he's doing, and I think about the children or the youth that's coming up, I think what he's doing is a good example. It's a good example for a lot of these kids, because what he's saying is that this is important. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in these streets with the police and all this stuff, this is important. With the black, the violence against black people. He's standing up and he's saying to them, this is important. What it shows though, when you look at all the people and all these different reactions to it, you got people that's saying, okay, yeah, he has the freedom to speak, but this is the wrong venue. Why is it the wrong venue? That's the NFL.
Yeah.
It's the wrong venue because they place more value on the NFL than they do what's real, what's really happening on the streets. Because if you can tell me, you sit back and you watch what he do, he's protesting the killings, an abnormal amount of killings, injustices that's against black people, humans.
Human beings.
He's protesting that. And you sit up in the camera and you say that, okay, I understand he has a right to feel how he feels and express his feelings, but I think this is the wrong place to do that. You telling me that this football league has more priority than them people that's being killed out on the street. Because if you got any kind of humanity in you, that should be the most important thing, period. When you think about what he's doing, it's not really effective. You know what I mean? Okay, he's speaking out, but it's not really effective. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're worried and you're upset because he's doing something that's not really effective. So I know why you hate Black Lives Matter and people like that, because they're doing more than just not standing up for the national anthem. So you hate them. So what you're doing with this is what I'm looking at when I look at all this reaction to what Kaepernick's doing. I look at the rest of the world and I take a picture of how the rest of the world really is. This is the NFL. It's a football league. And it's more powerful and more important than people dying in the streets. People just receiving justice. Because that's all they're asking for.
Right.
When you break it all down, all you're asking for is to treat me like you treat everybody else. That's the only thing.
Right.
And you take exception to where I ask for that at. I have to be in the right place to ask for that. And because I'm at a football game,
it's the right place.
Because I'm at a football game, that's the wrong place for me to ask for that. Come on, man. That tells you a lot about your work. And see, a lot of these people that's saying this stuff about this is the wrong place and this and that and all that, that tells you a lot about how they are and how blind they are to themselves. Because they actually really believe that they're good people. And that they're right. And that they're not racist or prejudiced or biased or bigoted. They really believe they're not. But when you sit up and you place more priority on a football game in the NFL than you do on people that's dying in the streets, not the ones that's dying in the streets because they're doing things that put them in that position, but people that are dying on the street that should not have died in the first place on the street because of these biases, racist police officers, and and criminal justice system. You telling me that that's more important than my life?